Hi there, and welcome to Limitless, the space where your big dreams meet grounded energy and mastering manifestation becomes your new normal. I'm Alyssa Simpson, mindset and manifestation coach, your unorthodox free spirit, and now your newfound permission slip to do life your way. Here, we break the rules by ditching societal norms of the hustle and grind. We embrace flow, alignment, and the bold decision to follow what lights you the fuck up. In each episode, I'll be sharing soul downloads, mindset shifts, energetic upgrades, and raw, authentic stories to help you unlock your magnetism, collapse timelines, and create a life that feels as good as it looks. So if you're ready to remember who you are, trust your desires, embody your highest self, and manifest from your authentic power, it's time to sit back, relax, and get ready to become limitless. Hello. How are you? How have you been? Welcome, welcome. It's been a hot minute, dude. A lot has happened. And I took a little bit of a podcasting hiatus, but as you can tell, it is the end of the year. My Christmas tree up is up behind me. For those of you who are visually tuning in, for those of you who are audibly tuning in, my Christmas tree is up behind me. It's the end of the year. It is December, baby. We are moving and grooving into 2026. Wow, I don't even know where to start. I'm going to try to keep this so just strictly to the point so we don't spend an entire afternoon together, even though honestly, I feel like I totally could. Um, let's get into it, shall we? Okay, first thing first. I am almost 9 months postpartum. My son is almost 9 months old. What? I feel like I feel like just yesterday I had a baby, but I also feel like it was lifetimes ago that I had a baby. He is he's going to be walking any day now. Like, let's be so for real. And everyone that is around him and gets to spend time with him or see him or whatever, they all tell me how he is basically a toddler. Just the things that he's doing and how he's acting and everything and like what he's capable of is very toddler like. So I don't have an infant, I have a toddler. Let's just be so honest about that right now. Outside of motherhood, if you remember in my last episode, I kind of teased here and there how I have found a new way of receiving money, and it is going so great. But there is so much to be said here because when I found this new income stream, which I'm going to refer to as mailbox money, for those of you who have kind of been keeping up with me on social media, you know that I've been talking about mailbox money, but not really like diving into like the nitty gritty of it. But mailbox money is this new source of receiving. I don't even like to call it like a stream of income because income would kind of mean that I'm doing something in exchange for this amount of money. But the reality is that I'm plugged into a system that essentially does all of the heavy lifting for me, right? So much so that my skeptical, it sounds too good to be true. I don't know if this is for us. Husband joined, and within 5 weeks, he already received $2,000. And this man literally thought, there's no fucking way that this could be a thing. I don't think it sounds legit. And then he saw and watched and said, sign me up. So, for any of you who have been hopping around Instagram, seeing what I'm talking about, maybe you've even heard me do some spiels about mailbox money, and you're like, I wonder, like, what is my sign to actually join and say yes to this? The fact that my skeptical husband joined, to me, it speaks volumes, right? It speaks volumes. Now, inside of mailbox money, so many really incredible things have happened, but an even more beautiful thing has transpired from mailbox money. So, before mailbox money, I was like, fuck social media. I'm out of here. I'm breaking up with social media. I'm going to build abundance completely offline. Then mailbox money presented itself to me, and I was like, I have to tell the masses. Like, I have got to tell everyone who will listen and who is looking for a way to restfully receive they've got to hear about mailbox money, and I'm not going to quit talking about it until I feel like everyone who could hear about it has heard about it via Instagram. So that's what I was doing. I hopped back in the social media train. Now, within doing that, I feel like I didn't screw myself up. I didn't mess anything up for me. But when we have a desire and we don't follow through with that desire, the universe is going to follow us based on our actions, not on the desire itself. So, the desire for me was to get off of social media, do things completely different and on my own terms and in my own way. That was the desire, and I didn't have action behind it. I stayed on social media, I kept creating, I kept following the fucking look at me perform like a monkey hamster wheel that is Instagram for an algorithm, right? That's what I was doing. Those were my action steps, and the universe simply let me do my thing. The universe is like, "You go, baby girl. Let me know when you're like for real about ditching social media." A week ago, not dude, not even a week ago. Today's Tuesday, this happened on a Friday. I had a incredibly loud ping download to go a different avenue for my business, for just my energy archetype, for the way that I desire to do life and coaching and mentoring and teaching and receiving and all the things. And I reached out to one of my friends who I was kind of having a loose conversation with about, just social media. Really, like, I'm for real this time. Like, it can't be what I'm doing because it's such a soul sucking thing. And social media, the age of it is dying. I don't care who you are, what you say, like, you are going to want to try to find a new place to put your energy sooner rather than later because that's the old way of doing things, and the new way of doing things is not performing for an algorithm like a monkey. Okay. That is another podcast episode that we will for sure dive into because Yo Girl is back. We are back to the pod because I have to find an avenue to channel my downloads through, and Instagram isn't going to be that anymore. The podcast, my YouTube channel, my email is what it is. And y'all are like, Alyssa, we heard you say this like not that long ago. I'm for real this time. Okay, I'm for real this time. This is the way we're going to be doing things. Now, anyways, so I reached out to my friend and I was like, hey, this is what I feel called to do. She had a resource, like of all resources, just casually in her back pocket, in her possession, that she was able to give to me to make this desire that I have and this ping and this download that I have come to me snowball and come so much faster than I imagined, or even like had an idea of like where to go, how to start. Like she had all the resources needed for me to put this ball on the court and into motion. I'm not going to share anything about this until it's actually done because I am so much so like this is going to be the new way I'm doing things, and I want it to be beautifully able to be presented to everyone before it's actually like when it's actually here, right? But it is so exciting and I am so fired up for it. And I would have never thought to take this avenue and this route unless I was for sure dedicated to ditching social media the way that I am. And it's so funny because out of all the people that I could have shared my desire and this downloadable ping that I had to, I shared it with her, and she just so happened had the resources needed for me to make it happen. Now, if you're new here, people like to say I'm a bull in a china shop, aka meaning that I act before I really have like a plan. Like I just go for it, balls to the wall, shit's gonna break, but I don't care, I'm doing it. Some people call it compulsive. I call it just really in tune with what it is that I am meant to be doing. And I go for it. I don't wait for permission. I don't have a plan before. Like, I am very much so like, I'm just gonna figure it the fuck out on the way. And honestly, that to me is so much part of the fun that is the journey. So, this happened on a Friday, and I asked if I could have some extra help during the week with my childcare so I could really like spend more intentional time getting this ball in motion. And I was met with wish I could, but I can't because it is such short notice. And then the universe be universe, and y'all, I was presented with an opportunity to have an extra like 4 hours this week. For help with my childcare so I can get this thing rolling. It took me a solid I don't know, 3 hours, maybe four, maybe 5 hours to get it all put together and like out into the ethers. And now we are in the letting the universe deliver period. So from Friday to Tuesday, I've already done what I needed to do, right? My action piece is there. Now I'm going back into my embodiment. I'm going back into the process that is manifestation, which is be, do, and then have. I am now embodying the version of me that desires to have the life that I desire to have. That is backwards from the equation because the equation is be, do, and then have. I like to do things a little different and beat to my own fucking drum, including my own manifestation formula. Again, stay tuned because this is all going to be a really beautiful episode once it is in its full blown, full fruition. The reason I'm sharing this with you though is because we have got to stop letting fear, limiting beliefs, other people's opinions, and the way of doing things that has been previously done as an example for us to how we can do things as our like fucking end all be all for our success, okay? Just because something doesn't make total sense to you doesn't mean that it's the wrong thing to do. Just because you've never seen something actually played out for you in the way that you might have it in your brain to play something out does not mean that it's not possible for you, okay? The universe does like to give us breadcrumbs, and the red car theory is alive and well for so many aspects of our life, including how we do things, how we want to show up, what we want to bring to fruition, but you are able to create from within, okay? If you've never read the book The Big Magic, oh, I hope I'm getting that title correct. Um Read it because it essentially says like when an idea finds you, you better grab fucking hold of it or else it's going to find someone else. And that is so true. Someone else is going to have the idea and bring it to fruition because I do think of ideas as these like little pieces of like glitter that float through the sphere and just our essence, and when we are close enough to it, it kind of pings us and dings us, and if we don't hold on to it and bring it to fruition ourselves, it's going to find someone else. And the internet, you guys know I love to talk about the internet and what a mind fuck the internet is, but that the internet was an idea that who knows how many people it got fucking glitter bounced to until the person who brought it to fruition said, I'm holding on to this piece of glitter and I'm going to be the one to bring it to fruition. The ideas that you have aren't random. They're not by chance. Like they're there for a reason, and it's your due diligent duty, your assignment to grab hold of them and create something out of them, okay? A lot of the talk that I've been having around really myself and because here's the thing, y'all, I am in the middle of such a huge shed. Not in the middle, I'm towards the end of it. And so much so, like I have physically lost, no, released 55 pounds pre-pregnancy weight. And I haven't dieted or exercised. Like this is purely because I am simply shedding all of the old shit that is no longer going to be able to come with me in my next chapter. Motherhood has really changed me in so many aspects, but it's also a part of my soul's evolution. Like this is all part of my soul's evolution, and I have been saying famously for a long time that you do not have to do more to receive more, and now I'm finally putting my fucking money where my mouth is, and I'm actually going to show you how to do that. I'm actually creating a program now that you can dive into. It's called Restfully Rich. And I am showing you in just 4 simple, quick months how you can get into the energy and become the version of you who restfully becomes rich. The old way of doing things is hustling and putting a strategy to things and making things come to fruition based on your effort. We're done with that. The new paradigm that we are shifting into does not require you to trade any amount of time or energy or physical labor into receiving. Okay? There is no universal law that says you have to exchange X for Y. Okay? It's a man made construct. It's a man made idea that we have to work harder, struggle harder, hustle harder, blah, 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 all this bullshit in order to receive more. And it's not the way of doing things. And I've known that in my soul, and I have Instead of following through with how I know to do things, I'm looking to other people to let them teach me how to receive more. And that is not the vibe. I have all the answers within me. I have had all the answers within me, but I have still had to overcome whatever the fuck baggage I was carrying on with me that I literally shed 55 pounds of that told me otherwise. Now I cannot be fucking stopped. I hope you are buckled in because I'm about to make a huge fucking scene. No more of this him hawing, dibble dabble, trying to make sure I don't step on toes or offend anybody or any of that bullshit. And if you're listening to this and you're like, Alyssa, you've already been pretty outspoken, more is to come. Because I have been keeping a lot of things to myself and I have been trying to, do things in a way that I don't shock my own system for. But yo, let me tell you one thing. The fact that I brought an entire soul into this world, you can't tell me a fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like, I was already very anti-authority, and now I'm so much more so because I'm like, unless you can do what I have done, I don't want to fucking hear from you. Unless you have created what I'm trying to create, I don't want to fucking hear from you. Unless you have done things the exact way that I want to do things, I don't want to fucking hear from you because I have a movement to lead, I have women to show, and I have a future generation to encourage on how we are doing things differently. We did not come to Earth to work our little asses off, to stress out, to compare ourselves, to be tied to a fucking screen. Let's be so for real. We have a life to live, and we have been doing things in a really gross way for a long time. We're shifting into a paradigm that's allowing us to break free of that, and I am leading such an incredible movement of powerhouse women who are doing so. So, this is just a little preview of what's to come, but in this space, for the podcast, for my YouTube, for my coaching, for my training, for my teaching, for my entire essence, we are moving into doing things in a completely different way. So if you are like, oh my gosh, I don't think I could do another course where I'm being coached in the same capacity, in the same way, with the same ideas spit by a different person, in a different tone, in a different language, the things that I'm bringing to this program, Restfully Rich, are so unlike anything else that is potentially available to anybody, because these are things that literally the universe has placed on my heart and in my soul to bring forward that I have been sitting on for years and I just never have because I've thought that I couldn't. I thought that there was no way that I could, but I was wrong. And the universe has been so loud and so great and so incredible at showing me like this is just the beginning and it gets to be so much fucking better than I could have imagined. And I'm ready to do it now, honey. So, the doors are officially open to Restfully Rich. It is an intimate container where me and I'm only accepting 10 applications. Only accepting 10 applications because this is such a potent and intimate container that I cannot just let any old body in. I cannot just be speaking to the masses. I have to have it very intentional so that this can actually work for everyone who joins, for the 10 women who join. I am teaching you how to truly and honestly become the version of you that you feel safe with, who receives in a restful fucking way. If you're like me and you have done the strategies, if you have listened to the people who have done really incredible things and you have tried and you've implicated and you have literally followed their framework step by step and have not seen the results that you were promised, this program is for you because this program is for the outcasts. It's for the people who have tried every fucking thing and can't figure out why it's not working for them. This is also for the woman who is done fucking saying she's going to do something and it never actually happening, okay? I do not want him haw, wish washy, maybe not energy inside of this container. So if you're even a little bit like, well, I don't know, please stay the fuck out. Please don't even go to the sales page. Don't even look. Okay. Don't even look. Don't even look. Because it's not for you. I'm telling you right now, it's not for you. This is for your next level. This is for the version of you who actually gets to enjoy life, who gets to spend time doing the things that you enjoy doing, who gets to honor your soul's purpose in this lifetime and not waiting for when it gets good, when I have X, when I have Y, when I have Z. Now, now, because now is the only real time. You can't keep manifesting in the future. Your energy, your desires, and what's meant for you needs you right here, right now, baby. Not tomorrow, not 5 years from now, not 10 years from now, right now. Okay? If you have been interested about mailbox money, where you get to literally plug yourself into a system and receive money straight to your mailbox weekly, daily even, we have women in mailbox money who are receiving excuse me, I got so excited there, who are receiving $30,000 in a day, who are receiving $100,000 in a month, who are receiving $300,000 in 4 months. Like, this is uncapped potential to be receiving money in a restful fucking way. I am on track with mailbox money to be able to retire myself and my husband way fucking sooner than I had ever anticipated. I have the opportunity to set this up to be generational for my son and my future children because that is what this system is. It's been around for 50 years. Everyone who has joined Mailbox Money is receiving an income, is receiving restfully. There is an incredible amount of love, abundance, resource, strategy, coaching, mentorship, systems, automations that go into this thing that is mailbox money that allow you to genuinely sit back and receive. Now, of course, the more ambitious you are, the more money you're going to see within this. And for so long, I've always wished that I could guarantee my clients and even you a way to make money and receive money, but it always boiled down to your actual desire to receive. With mailbox money, I can actually say I can guarantee that you're going to be receiving money. Guarantee it. Which to me, that alone, being able to showcase something where I can guarantee a financial return is huge for me because money in the hands of good-hearted people is what actually changes the world. Not posting shit on social media, not getting into arguments on Reddit threads, not watching the TV and the news and getting fucking pissed off or having an opinion on things that are happening way outside of your control. Money in your hands as a good person is what actually changes the world, and I have the vehicle that is going to allow you to actually do that. So, a few ways that you can get your hands on a new way of doing things, on living a completely different reality than what you are right now are two different ways. Number one, hop into Restfully Rich. The link is in the show notes. If you have any questions, they should all be answered on that page. If not, because this is such a thing that I literally just built like today, please email me and ask questions that you have. No question is too small or too large. It is a 4 month container. It is an intimate container. I'm only accepting 10 applications and 10 women inside. That is it. That is capped until the next round. This is the lowest price point it will ever be. When I do relaunch and invite you to join Restfully Rich, the price will go up because it will be a forever thing. And this is me dipping my toes in. This is me offering at a low price so that I can have people give really good feedback from it to really see just how potent this thing is going to be. Because I'm telling you right now, the opportunity for it to be potent is a little intimidating because of the effort and energy and work that is going into this. Like, there is no fucking way that you cannot live a completely different life after being inside of this container for 4 months. I'm telling you right now. So, check it out in the show notes, ask questions if you have them. And the other way to completely change your life, to be sitting in a completely different chair come this time in just a few fucking months, is mailbox money. You have got to use the link below to apply to learn more. It is a multi-layered thing, so it's not just a simple like exchange over text or email or whatever. Like, we will be getting on a call so that I can explain it in its entirety for you so that you can truly see if it's aligned. And this is not a sales pitch. This is not a me hounding your ass after you hear the information. Like, no, purely just come in, see if it's for you. If it is, amazing. If not, that sounds like a you problem, but we can not talk about that ever again. So those are the ways that things are getting shaken up in this space. What I'm bringing to you in the new year, I am going to be getting the ball rolling again back on my podcast game because, like I said, For real, social media and I are Audi 500, and the podcast is back. LyssListens is back, where you can submit any questions anonymously that I will answer live on the podcast. My membership will always be open. You can join for $111 a month, where all of my teachings and my trainings live in this really beautiful, incredible space. Side note, when you join Mailbox Money, you get lifetime free complimentary access to my membership. So that's a really beautiful way that I'm allowed to still pour into the people who are in Mailbox Money in a way that makes the most sense for me. Um, Restfully Rich, you can apply. The doors are officially open to be in this intimate group container. Again, only 10 people are going to be allowed in. The price will never be as low as it is right now, ever again. So get in now while you can. And make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, because alongside my podcast that'll be posted there, I am also going to be bringing back my vlogs, because I'm not posting shit on Instagram anymore. I'm not performing for the algorithm. I'm not a fucking monkey. My energy, my voice, and my presence is too fucking precious and potent to be even tied up in an algorithm. Also, I will say this, with the rise of AI, I cannot afford to have my voice taken from an artificial intelligence and re-twisted and shifted into something else. Okay. And that is where the social media is heading. And I don't want to be on that train, baby. Don't want to be on that train. So I'm back, baby. Welcome back, bitch. Here we go. Buckle the fuck up, because I'm about to make a scene. And I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm so grateful that you tuned in today. If this episode activated something in you, share it with a bestie who's also ready to become limitless. And don't forget to leave a review to help more people find this space. Wanting more? Get on my email list and subscribe to my YouTube channel for exclusive downloads, mindset shifts, and behind the scenes magic that I only share there. The link is in the show notes. Until next time, keep trusting the pull, honoring your energy, and manifesting your most abundant life.